our Monday live with the Creativity Cave. Sorry, I'm trying to get a good angle here. Got to get my Stampin' Lips on. I hope you all had a really wonderful Easter. We had a very, very low-key weekend. There we go. My husband had, what do you call it? A post put in for a dental implant on Friday, and let me just tell you, he described the process of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't even handle that. It just, and I don't want him to hear me talking about this, but oh my gosh, like, so anyway, he had that on Friday, so I took care of him, and of course he wasn't feeling so hot, and I feel like I had sympathy illness, if you will. I haven't felt great this weekend. I think it is because of his procedure. I think when I was pregnant with Carl, he had sympathy illness, and anyway, it was kind of crazy. So, so for Easter, I made I made meatballs and orzo because he could eat that. And we had soup and mac and cheese a lot this weekend because that's what he could handle eating. But oh goodness, Debbie has 4 implants. Oh my gosh. I know. I don't know. You guys probably know I don't really like the dentist, as I know a lot of people don't, but it's a lot. So anyway, we had just a low-key weekend, which was just fine. Carl was at my sister's house for Easter, which was lovely, and Ella was with her boyfriend's family for a whole big weekend of all kinds of stuff. So so it was just Andy and I, which was kind of weird. I think this is actually the first holiday that Andy and I have been completely by ourselves. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess it was good that he wasn't feeling so hot and I wasn't feeling 100%. So anyway, Cheryl just got done with her implant. $1,300, that's it? Wow, that's really cheap because my husband's has so far been about $4,500. Good for you. Maybe you've got really good insurance. I thought we did, but I don't know. I will say I was not super excited because it was 2 hours late. We sat there for 2 hours waiting for the appointment to even start, and they didn't say anything until they took him back 2 hours late. So I was sitting there thinking, oh, he's going to be done anytime. So anyway, oh my gosh. Oh, Sherry, that sounds like really crazy. Like, anyway, so this is funny. Today it is cold here. Like, we took the dogs for a walk this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like winter again. It wasn't that cold, but the wind was really blowing and it was cool. Anyway, so I decided to wear this fuzzy sweatshirt that I just got. And I love it because it's super comfy and fuzzy and warm. But I promptly did this and I thought, oh, I just got it wet. Nope, that's paint. Paint. So anyway, wasn't super happy about that since this is the first time I've worn this sweatshirt. But anyway, it's really warm and fuzzy and nice. So anyway, oh, it was $10,300. Oh my gosh, that's a lot, Cheryl. Okay, I will not complain as much then. It was interesting. We were at the place. He we went to an oral surgeon, and as I'm sitting there for the we were there about 3 hours. As I'm sitting there, they were talking to the like people coming in, and there's this guy that was clearly there for like a consult on one, and they're like, we don't take any insurance, we're out of network for all insurance. And what did he say? The the payment is due and blah, 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 at your appointment. And I know what it was. If you can't afford it, you can do this, whatever, something care program. And the care program was like a 25% fee. I don't know if that was interest or just the fee for like underwriting the procedure. Anyway, it was just like, no. So, oh goodness. Yes, implants are expensive. My sister said she got one and did not go to an oral surgeon, and I can't even wrap my head around that process, not being sedated. Like, I don't think I could handle it. And I think my sister has like more issues than anyway. So we have good insurance, credit care, 39%. Yes. I just thought that was crazy. Anyway, we do have insurance, but they don't take it. So I don't know. At least I hope this will go towards like our deductible or something, but I'm sure it won't. I'm sure there's some loophole that it won't. But we're not here to talk about dentists or insurance or other unhappy things. We're only here to talk about happy things. And I totally have a headache, and so we're just not going to talk about that because that's not going to help my headache. Anyway, oh gosh, Sherry, I don't even want to know. You said reconstruction, and that's an expensive word. So, oh my gosh. Anyway, it is lovely to see you all here, though. I hope that you had a nice Easter wherever you were. I hope yours did not involve a dental implant, and that you are ready for some fun. Gosh, last week was like a doozy. We had taxes at the beginning of the week, and dentists at the end of the week. Like, that's a lot in a week. Patricia had a great Easter till you found a bat in your basement. Oh, whoa. That's fun. And Debbie's taking a break from cleaning. Good for you, Debbie. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. A bat on Easter. That's weird. That's crazy. How does a bat get into your house of this time of year? I don't know. Interesting. Wendy says that my sleeve is cracking you up. I know, right? My husband was like, oh, is it wet? I'm like, no. But hopefully it'll come out. I mean, at least it's like the same color. It could be like blue, and that is a completely like bad color with peach. Yes, it's watercolor paint. Of course it's watercolor paint. Well, at least I assume it's watercolor paint. I haven't used this color of ink today, so it probably is watercolor paint. No, I was watercoloring earlier, so I'm pretty sure it is. But here, I'll just do the old flip your sleeve down. See, you can't even see it. Do one on the other side so they'll match. I'm hoping it will come out in the laundry. So anyway, all right. Now I did have a question actually from somebody about signing up to be a demonstrator, and well, yeah, I can talk about that. So the question was, what is the benefit of signing up? I'm just wondering, is this crooked? It might be. What is the benefit of signing up to be a demonstrator? So I will go over that quickly. First off, I know right now we have several people who are demonstrators watching, several of whom are on my team, and there are lots of perks to being a demonstrator. Of course, the first thing is you get a discount on all of your purchases, which is wonderful. Second, you get to shop before everybody else. So right now we are in a pre-order period for the new upcoming catalog and online exclusives. So we get to pre-order all of those fun goodies and see them early. For instance, for like the new in colors. So I have all of these things here. So that's a really wonderful perk. Of course, joining my team gives you lots and lots and lots of additional perks. I have all kinds of things that I do for my team. We have monthly team meetings, weekly team trainings. We have creative challenges, card swaps, discounts on events. You can get a free or 75% off of Stamp Happy Academy, which is our subscription for inspiration. There are like I have incentive programs and anybody can earn them, whether you are trying to build a business or just enjoying your discount on your products. But I think the most amazing and most important perk, which is probably often overlooked, is actually the people, the community of people that you can be a part of. So I have been a demonstrator now for 26 years, and the very best friends I have in my life, first of all, are from all over the country and even the world. Obviously, my best friends are here in the US, but I truly have friends all over the world. I have met my very best friends through Stampin' Up events. So that's another thing, is you can attend Stampin' Up events. We just came back from on stage that was in Raleigh, which was really wonderful. Next year it is in California, so that's going to be super exciting. We get to be a part of a community of people who understand our love of card making and stamping, and they are just the very best people that I've really ever met. And here's a really fun thing. So when I am at an event, I often get to meet people like you guys that are watching me right now, or people on my team that I've never met. So for instance, Beth Ann is on here. You guys probably have seen Beth Ann. She's just the nicest, sweetest, happiest, just the best person. She's on my team, and I got to meet her for the first time in Raleigh. So that was so exciting. Sherry Pyre, many of you recognize her name. She's on my team as well. She is also somebody I met for the first time at a Stampin' Up event. So it's just such a really wonderful thing. The question is, are there any extras coming up? Usually there is when a new catalog is released. So the answer to that is maybe. I'll just say often there is something that happens the month the catalog is released. That's all I know. There you go. The nice thing, if you were to sign up right now, is that you get to put your starter kit can be things from the new catalog pre-order, which is really handy. But yes, I would just say there's often something that happens the month the catalog is released, but I don't know of anything. So there you go. Okay, Christy, I got to meet Christy. Okay, you guys, Christy is the cutest. She's from North Carolina, and she has just the cutest accent in the whole world. I kind of want to just call her to like talk to her. Oh, and I have several demonstrators in North Carolina that I got to meet, and they all have cute accents too. I'm looking at you, Teresa and Diana. It was really fun to meet them. Anyway, oh great! I am so excited. We have just the best team. if I can just say, I mean, I know it's my team, but honestly, it's the people on my team that make my team so amazing. And it's just really wonderful. I really love the group that we have. And I feel so fortunate that we come from all over the country, all different backgrounds, all different everything. Just a really wonderful thing. But the stamping is what unites us, and it's just such a cool thing. So I am honored that people have chosen me, and I think we're pretty awesome. So anyway, all right. I hope that you guys love being a part of our team as well. I think we're pretty great, just saying. In fact, we just had a team meeting last Thursday, which was really lovely. I always just love seeing their beautiful faces. And my son is FaceTiming me. He should know. It's Monday. He should know. Actually, speaking of, oh my gosh, he's FaceTiming me again. Carl, it's Monday. Um, I have to say, though, I am super excited though because we get to see him run this week. So that will be awesome. All right. Well, enough talk about that. I hope I answered all of the questions. And oh, you guys are so sweet. You are all commenting about being on my team. I love that. I think the cool thing too is this is really funny. So when I was coming home from my $1 million retreat, this was like May of 2019, I believe that's when that was. We were coming home and our flight got canceled in, we were in Dallas. So we rented a car and drove from Dallas to Iowa because it was like it was my birthday. And we had to get home for Carl, like, because I think a friend of mine was staying with him and we had to get home and it was her birthday too, because we're birthday twins. Anyway, so we drove the whole way and I knew so many people by the way, we started driving at midnight. I knew so many people through Stampin' Up on our drive from Dallas to Iowa that like I could have called all kinds of people to find a place to stay. But my husband was really anxious to get home and we needed to get home. So we drove straight through. But it was kind of cool. Like I know a lot of people in a lot of places. And this is really sweet too. When Carl went to school, he's so far away, obviously from us, about 9 hours drive. There are so many people that I now know through Stampin' Up that if there was an emergency or something happened, that are like, if Carl needs anything, you just let us know. Like, how cool is that? And all of this through stamping. I love that. So anyway, I am super excited to stamp with you today, though. We are going to use something that I've been wanting to play with for a really long time, and I finally have the chance. And the funny thing is it's something that's getting retired. This was super duper popular when the catalog first came out, and it was on back order a couple times for a while. So I'm excited about that. I also have a prize to award. My gosh, you've been waiting for so long. So I do have a prize to give away for our March card challenge, and then I'm going to issue a new challenge this month. Our first project is going to be that. It's a fun fold. I always love fun folds, and it shows two sides of designer series paper, which is just the best. And yeah, so I've got a bunch of things. First of all, let's get my friend's mug. Ooh, actually, I almost knocked a card over on my shelf. That would have been bad. So I've got a whole bunch of tickets here for our card challenge. And so I'm going to draw a name from those tickets for our bundle winner. And the winner is, are you guys ready? Catherine Brown. Congratulations to you, Catherine. Now I am pretty sure, Catherine, well, actually I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure you are in Canada. So I have a digital gift, but I know a couple of Catherine Browns, and now I'm not sure. So let's see here. Let's see if I can find out if it's the Catherine Brown from Canada or if it's a Catherine Brown from the United States. Let me look. The reason is Stampin' Up doesn't allow us to send prizes. Oops. I'm pulling up my group here. And my assistant wrote these tickets out, so that's why I'm not sure. Stampin' with the Creativity Cave. Okay, so here we go. Sorry, well, just give me a second. Unless you're watching, Catherine, and you can tell me in the comments. Oh, where did my comments go? Hold on. Oh! Sorry, that was my bad. Okay, Catherine. Because there is a U.S. Catherine Brown, and then there's a, okay. Then there is a, okay, why can't I see her profile? Oh, for goodness sakes. This should not be this trouble, or this much trouble. Ooh, I'm not friends with her. I just sent you a friend request, Catherine. Usually there's a thing that says, look at profile. Oh, wait, here we go. No, I don't want to remove you. Oh my gosh. View profile. Phew. Goodness. Okay, this is the Catherine Brown who is in Canada. So Catherine, I will give you a PDF from my PDF store. You can pick any of them. But that means I'm going to pick another winner because I do have a bundle that I want to give to somebody. And so I'm going to pick another one, and it's Natalie Jonathas. I know she lives in the US. So Natalie, I have a bundle for you. It's called Framed Scenes. It's one of the new online exclusives, and I accidentally got myself one, and then I had it twice. So it's yours. Yay. All right. So Catherine and Natalie, congratulations. Okay. I love that I can give double prizes in this case because that worked out. So congrats to both of you ladies. And if you were, okay, I got to get back to my live here so I can see the comments. If you were watching that and it was painful, I'm sorry. So anyway, thanks for joining us. This month's challenge is going to be a fun fold, and it will be our first card. But first, before we get to that, I've got some stuff to talk about and some cards to share with you from my mailbox. So let me flip my camera around. Give me just a second because this sometimes takes a hot second to get organized. Okay, like right now when the thing is in the way. This is such a crazy thing. Oops, my new holder. There we go. I think that looks good. All right. Okay, so first off, as you know, there is a new catalog coming, and as well as some online exclusives, and I'm very excited about that. We've got several things going on with that. The first of which is a designer series paper share. I actually did not do one the last time around, but we're doing one this time. You can see some of the papers here are included. There's several options. So there is a link in the description of this video for the designer series paper share. I will also be sending an email out about that. Oh my gosh, Patricia is watching from Alaska and her students are out cross-country skiing today. That's actually quite awesome. You know what is funny, Patricia? I was actually on the cross-country ski team when I was a kid, like in high school. So that was fun. We also have the new catalog launch party. Oh, this is free for members of my team, just saying. This is actually starting in April 28th. So next Monday, a week from Monday after my live, not like immediately after, but like about a half an hour-ish, depending on when I end, we're having a meet and greet for the new catalog launch party. We have a lot of really fun stuff planned, and I hope that you can join us. It's going to be an amazing event. We have videos every single day, prize patrols every single day. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm very excited about it. We have guest designers. which is just fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to see what we have planned. So it's going to be really fun. So you can also join us. There is a link in the description of this video for you for this awesome event. Okay, also coming out next week is the Everyday Arches online class with Kelly, Barb, and I. And can I just say, I'm really proud of us. We have really awesome projects for this class, and I can't wait for you guys to see them. They are going to be so much fun to create. We've got some fun folds and some kind of cool takes on these really awesome dies. We're using the Everyday Arches bundle and then the set that coordinates with it as well, the Arched Wishes, which is separate. It actually came out a little bit later than the Everyday Arches. Anyway, it's a really great stamp set and the class is going to be phenomenal. So I hope you will join us for that one. Also, let's see, my stuff's a little out of order. So also, we have a few things. So as you probably know, the ordering system changed, not the system, but like rewards for ordering changed. And it used to be that you had to place an order of $150 or more to get Stampin' Rewards. Now you can earn Stampin' Rewards with every order of $20 or more. And it's really awesome. You just need, or it's all organized through your online account. So if you've ever shopped in my online store, you already have an online account. If you have more than one online account, you need to commit to one of them. I do have somebody who is like 4. Actually, I think I have somebody with more than that. Anyway, it's all housed on the website. And the Stampin' Up website, they keep track of your points. They are worth, or they're valid for a year. So it'll let you know when you have points expiring or like when they expire. It's a really great system, and you can enjoy 10% back on all of your purchases of $20 or more. So that's a really great deal. And if you're a demonstrator, you can earn those rewards on top of being on top of your discount, which is awesome. If you spend $35 or more in my online store, you will get invited to the Stamp Happy Party, which we have once a month. The next one coming up is, I want to say, May 9th. And it is something you can attend. And it's a special event with Kelly, Barb, and I. And you can also attend it if you are a Stamp Happy subscriber. And we'll talk about that in a second. And then if you spend $50 or more, you'll get my All-Star Video Class Bundle for the month, which this month it's a good one. It's the beautiful bokeh. And even if you don't have this one, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say you might have like a bundle that Stampin' Up has had before with butterflies. These cards will rock your world. I'm just saying. And actually, there's typically at least one not card, which is kind of fun too. So they're really great projects, though. I hope you will join us for that. Or you can purchase this for $15. And if you're a member of my team, you also get that for free. Oh, what a great deal. So many things. Okay, I mentioned Stamp Happy Academy. That is the online basically classroom I have with Kelly and Barb, my Stampin' besties. And we post an online class PDF each month. So like the Everyday Arches will be posted on there. We also have the Stamp Happy Party, which we talked about. The first one we did in April was free to everybody, and then the May one is coming up in May, will be available to subscribers or people who've ordered in my online store. We also have 3 live classes per month, which is really awesome. And then Patricia, yep, you're right. It's May 9th. It's typically the second Tuesday of the month. Oh, nope. Quarterly bingo is not May 9th. Or wait, actually, maybe it is May 9th. Yeah, sorry. You're right, Patricia. I'm sorry. My phone was blocking part of your message. It's the Wednesday is the Stamp Happy Party, and then Friday is the bingo. And yes, I think they are both in the same week. And here's why, you guys. It's because of the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. Because of the timing of that, we had to switch our timing a little bit. So yeah. Okay, so again, Stamp Happy Party is typically the second Tuesday or Wednesday of the month. This month, it's May 7th. And then May 9th is bingo, and that's why it's sticking in my head, is because it's the date of bingo. And it's just going to be all kinds of fun. So lots of good stuff happening. And here's that Stamp Happy Party. The date on here I will remove because it is the first one we did. But I love my graphic. It's so happy. I'm going to keep it, and I'll just change up the dates. Anyway, so that is Stamp Happy Party. Now, someone earlier mentioned something about when is free shipping coming, and the answer is we have a 3-day free shipping happening on Wednesday the 23rd through Friday the 25th. They've only ever done a 3-day one, I think once before, if I'm not mistaken. So I kind of love the 3-day option because that gives you time to really figure out what you want. Now, if you combine free shipping with our last chance product discounts, holy smokes, you can get some really good deals. It is a great time to stock up on things like refills and cardstock and adhesives. There are price adjustments coming for cardstock in particular. So cardstock is going up a bit with the new catalog. So it's a really good time to stock up on that. Plus free shipping. Oh my gosh, that's just such a great deal. So that is happening Wednesday through Friday. And then of course, if you spend $35 or more, you can come to the Stamp Happy Party in April or May. Sorry, May. This is April. You got to order in April to come to the May one. Whew, I think I explained that right. All right. Also, I'm very excited. I have a watercolor retreat coming. This is going to be in June here in Iowa, and I'm very, very excited about it. It's a wonderful opportunity to really get going with watercolor. If you've never done it, or if you have taken my classes, either way, you're going to have a really wonderful time. The feedback has been phenomenal from my first event, which was earlier this month. And so I hope that you can join us. There is a link with more information in the description of this video that you can check out. And oh goodness, I'm really looking forward to this. We had such a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait because there's a bunch of people coming that I've not actually met before. I just know them through the interwebs, so I'm very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so that is happening in June. Their registration is over half full already, so I have very limited number of spaces so that you can get the individual attention you so deserve. So there you go. Okay, friends, I hope that you are excited for some cards and then some stamping. All right. Oh God, I feel like I've been talking for so long. My gosh. All right. So anyway, I've got some wonderful cards that came in the mail to me this last week or so. This is a super cute card from Nancy. Isn't this fun? I don't know if it goes. Yeah, I think it goes like that. I love this. This is a fun fold with DSP. It's similar yet different from the one I'm going to show you earlier or later today. So that's exciting. That's a swap card. Look at this Easter card. This is from Brenda, who's on my team. She's just the best. She sends me cards for all the holidays, and I just love them. And she used my signature color, which I just appreciate so much. She knows me so well. So thank you so much, Brenda. Here is a beautiful card. Oh, this is from my upline. She's just kind of the best. This is with a kit from Stampin' Up. Actually showed it in the last time I was live. And so that's a fun card. Oh, look at this. This is a cutie patootie card. This is from Laura, who was at our fun on-stage event in Raleigh, and I got to meet her for the first time. And so that was a thank you card from her. This was a thank you card actually from my friend Julie and two of the ladies who joined us for the watercolor retreat. And they were so sweet. Listen to this. Your workshop was just awesome. Time just flew. We were having so much fun. Thank you for all you've done for us. You're the best. It was absolutely wonderful weekend. Thanks so much. So that was from the three of them. So that was really sweet. They all came together. Here is another super cute card. Look at this. This is from Branda. She was also at the watercolor weekend. I love this. I'm so grateful to have been at your home learning from you and creating treasured memories. Oh, that just makes my heart happy. My cup was filled with much needed creative time. Oh, so sweet. So thank you, Branda. Here is another super cute card. I love this bee. This is from another member of my team. And look at how fun this is. This is a fun fold. And this is from Carol. So she's just the best. Thank you for that cute card, Carol. I just love cards in the mail. They're the best. Here is another adorable card. This one, oh, look at that. How fun. I love those. That one was from Nancy. And I was going to say, I swear there was a note with it. Yes. This was so sweet. This is from, for Joy. We talked about Joy had passed away recently. And so that was a card from Nancy thinking of me, which was just so thoughtful. Here is another fun. Oh, this is from Catherine. Oh, funny. Thank you so much for your sweet card, Catherine. I really appreciate it. And it's the Catherine from Canada. Bless your heart, Catherine. Thank you. I love that. Beautiful card. Another beautiful card from Katie. Thank you so much. Katie was sending me a thank you card for me sending her a card. I mean, how sweet is that? Another adorable card. Oh, I just love this designer series paper. This one is from Beth Ann. She's the best on my team. Thank you so much, Beth Ann. Another super cute card. This is from Barbara. This, bless her heart. Barbara is, I think she's on Kelly's team, and she sent me a thank you card from on stage as well. How cute is that? Love, love, love this. Okay. This one is another beauty. This is from my team member. I think this is she must have won, I think she actually won our last month's drawing for our card challenge. And she sent this card, because this is the bundle she picked, because I had a few different bundles for her to choose from. So anyway, isn't that fun? I love that. I'm going to miss that bundle. Seaside Wishes, in case you were wondering. And then here is another super cute card. This is from Cindy, who's the best. She's on my team as well. Cindy, bless her heart. She once drove from New Jersey to Indiana so that she could come meet me. She came we had a event in Indiana, an on-stage event. So how fun is that? Her husband was a champ for doing that, and I've since been able to connect with her at other events. So that's really cool. Isn't that neat? I mean, how would I know somebody from New Jersey if it weren't for Stampin' Up? I just love that. All right, because that's like far away. Okay, so we are going to be working with let's see if I can pull these in here to show you. We're finally stamping, you guys. Oh my gosh. Woo. Frames and flowers. So this is a set. It's got designer series paper in it. That's like two-sided, as you can see. And then it's got die cut pieces, including frames and different things. There's frames, there's just like flowers and branches and all of the things. Here's some more designer series paper. As you can see, I've used a bunch of this kit, but I've always wanted to do a card or a video with it, just focusing on this. So we're going to make some projects with this. And I really think it's a good kit. Well, it's not really a kit. It's technically like designer series paper, but I think of it as a kit. It's going to be really fun to work with. Let's see. I'm just trying to get myself set up here. All right, there we go. I also love it because they're like watercolored, which is so awesome. All right. So our first card, we are going to start with a piece of the designer series paper that is 5 by 11 and 3/4. And I'm going to grab a piece of cardstock so I can write these measurements down for you, because as I mentioned, this is our April challenge. It's going to be a short one, Stamping with the Creativity Cave challenge. Okay, so this is all happening on my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group. There's information about it in the description. Okay, so you're gonna need a 5 by 10, let's see, measure once, no, measure twice, cut once, 11 1/4. And then we're gonna score that at 3 3/4 and 7 1/2 inches. Then we're gonna need a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of cardstock, a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of cardstock, and then basically whatever you want to decorate it with. I'm using a lot of frames in this because I can, or die cut pieces, I should say. We might throw a piece of like white cardstock in there. So anyway, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ina, am I saying that right? You are coming. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. So I'm going to score this, like I mentioned, at 3 3/4 and 7 1/2. Okay. And that's going to give us like a zigzag. Okay, so at that point, I know I want the outside portion to be this darker pattern. And sometimes you have to kind of finagle, I don't know what it is, but sometimes you have to finagle your score lines like that. Oh wait, no, am I doing this right? Here we go, like this. Wait, is that right? Yeah. No. Why am I having so much trouble with this? Okay, no, that's right. I want it, but okay. I want it this way. There. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Okay. So, here we go. I swear this is it. I went through a couple versions of this, so that's why I was questioning it. Okay, so I'm going to attach those like this. And it'll open like this. You'll be able to see the back sides of these, but we're actually not, they won't show per se. They'll be there, but they're not going to be showing. Okay. I was going to, well, it's a long story. I altered what I originally planned. So there you go. Oh boy. Okay. So I've got my little fun fold, and I'm going to take some of these beautiful pieces and we're going to stamp on them. So I've taken the square frame, and then there's also a circular frame. And I think we might add, like I mentioned, a little piece on the inside. So I think I'm going to use the Simply Said stamp set. And I think I'm going to do, I was going to do birthday but on here, but I think I'm going to do just a note. And, oh, did I take that out already? Yes, I did. Okay, and I'm going to stamp that in Pretty Peacock, which coordinates with this. You could also use, there's a bunch of coordinating colors like Early Espresso, Pecan Pie, Peach Pie, Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam, Last Lagoon. So there's a lot of coordinating colors on this one, which I really love. So I'm just going to put just a note, and I'm going to scooch it just a hair off to the left. Okay, and that is because I just want enough room for our little flowers to be put on here. And I think I will take, well, first of all, like as with everything. Oh, Brandy, you got Happy Mail from me, and I got Happy Mail from you. How awesome is that? I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm also going to put this one on here. You could pop one of them up, but if you wanted, but I'm going to pop this whole little section up. Okay, so, oh, so cute. I love that. All right. So as mentioned, we'll pop this up onto the front of our card. Now, if you want, you can add some ribbon to this. So I don't know. I really struggled with whether or not to add ribbon. There is our white and petal pink combo pack is actually pretty awesome for this. But I don't want it to get too busy. So I think I might do like a little zigzag. Like this underneath. Because I don't want it to take away, because this is a beautiful frame, and that's the star of the show, of course. So I'm just gonna adjust that slightly, and then we'll place it underneath with a little seal. Ooh, Rosemary just got back from some appointments so she can join us live. That's awesome, Rosemary. I hope you're having a good day. And I am not doing, I'm like struggling to do this. Goodness. There we go. You might not believe this, but I'm actually a professional stamper. Okay, there we go. Oh, so cute. I just love the look of this already. But let's trim these little ends because they're a little wily. There we go. Okay, so that looks great. I'm going to put this on here. Now, what I love about this, and Shirley just mentioned it, she loves the color combo. It is so pretty, and I think we kind of often overlook some of these color combinations. Like, I would never put these colors together. Obviously, the Last Lagoon and the Pretty Peacock, but I wouldn't add this pop of peach pie to the mix. Like, you know, that's what I love about our designer series paper, is I get so many color combination ideas from it. So it's a fun color combo. Okay, now when we open our card, and by the way, we're going to layer this up onto here. Now, one thing you could do, by the way, and this was something I thought about, but again, I chose against it, is you could put ribbon across here, a big long strip of ribbon, and then tie your card. But sometimes that's tricky, and if you are sending this to somebody who does not understand card making, they might not figure out how to open your card. I'm just saying. So anyway, okay, so now we've got our card, and we've got another beautiful frame that we can add to this. And I'm going to add one more die cut flower, if I can pick it up. Oh my gosh, the struggle is real. To this. And there's also a little, I don't even know what you'd call this, like a little branch. So I really struggled for that word. Okay, I ripped off the end of it, and we're just gonna stick that on here like so, and that just adds a little bit more to this. And again, I'm putting all these on with glue dots. Now, the thing I love about glue dots is that you get a little bit of lift with a glue dot. You know, it's not just completely flat. Now, if you want, you could stamp something in here, or you could leave it blank. But my thought is we can stamp something on here, and then we can put another panel of cardstock in the center like the center section for writing on. Okay, so then I'm just gonna put this on in the center. So again, we've got okay, then, but wait, there's more. So let's put another panel on the inside, as I mentioned. So I think I'm gonna go with 3 1/4. And this is, I want to say 4 1/2, yeah. So 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and that can go right here. But wait, there's more. So in our die cut pieces, there are some corners that are in here. There's also some swaggy pieces and different things. I'm just looking for a particular one. Ooh, how about this one? I don't think I use this on anything. There's so many pieces that come in this. Oh, that's going to be a little too wide. Well, actually, we could put it on like that, but I feel like that's kind of a lot. What about... I could put this piece right there. Ooh, I kind of like that. Okay, so we're going to just adhere this. And I'm not going to write anything on this. This is where I can write, you know, my message. And then I'm just going to add this piece to this card. Again, with my glue dots. So really fun and cute. Oops. And easy. That's what I love about this. This is kind of a just add sentiments kind of situation. Okay, so there it is. Ba, ba, ba. So that piece was, let's add it to our list here. 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. White or vanilla. Okay, so your challenge is to create a card with these dimensions. And then if you don't use these pieces, you can use plus die cuts of your choice to decorate. You know what would be so pretty with this? The butterflies. Sorry, I'm on a butterfly kick. It's spring. It's just the season. So there you go. That's our first card. Now our next card is really pretty as well, if I can just say. This one, I actually combined some die cut pieces from the kit with some die cut pieces that I die cut. So let me show you that. I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock that is Calypso Coral. Okay. And Debbie just made a comment, and I just have to talk about this for a second because I think it's so important. She said, I love cards that use a lot of DSP. Can't wait to make this. I love that you love that, Debbie. And here's the thing. How many of you hoard designer series paper? Raise your hand. This is me raising my hand. Like, because you're worried if you used it all, then you wouldn't have any more, right? Or if you use it, then you can't make a certain card, right? Something to that effect. Yeah, Judy says, me. Make sure you use your cardstock, your designer series paper. And there's so many reasons why. But one, use it. You bought it because you like it. Use it. Using stuff and making cards with it is the reason why you bought it. So do that. I really encourage you to do that. Second, if you have cards, designer series paper laying around, like too much of it, the bad thing is then you'll feel guilty when you want to buy more, right? Or maybe you won't, but some of you might. So it's so important to use designer series paper. Third, did you know that Stamp Happy Academy actually started out of it. It kind of morphed from a couple of things, but the origins of it, the original origins of Stamp Happy Academy, were me trying to help you make cards with your designer series paper. That's literally one of the things. I love this. Scorned woman says crafting and buying the supplies are two totally different hobbies. I agree. That is 100%. And I love Judy says she never feels guilty. I know. But I want you to use it. Have experienced the joy of using those fun papers, because they will actually become outdated at some point. And I think it's just use it. Use it, use it, use it. Yeah. And Mary says she has more paper than she has time. I know. I probably could make cards for a very, 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 very long time. But I think the most important thing is use it, use it, use it, use it. I'm a big proponent of using it. Okay, so having said that, let's use some designer series paper on this card. All right, I die cut 2 of these. These are the largest labels from the Textured Notes dies. And we're going to put one on the inside of our card like it was, a layer of white. And then we're going to put the other one on the outside of our card. I also had, and this was actually just a leftover piece cut from something else of designer series paper. And we're going to put that on the front of our card here. And that's from our frames and florals kit. And I just loved that. I thought it was so pretty. So first off, let's adhere this piece. And I thought this was fun. Instead of just putting a layer of 4x5 1/4 cardstock, I die cut this rectangle and thought it made like a great layer on our card, but it's got the fancy edge. And then I tossed and turned, or not tossed and turned, but I toiled with the idea of having this piece adhered to this piece before I die cut it so that I could get that pretty edge on here. But then I thought, ooh, I kind of like it going all the way across beyond the edge of this piece. So that's actually what I chose to do. So let's go ahead and adhere that to our card. Just going to use some of my seal. And we'll stick that on like so, like that. And then I'll just trim that little bit of excess off. Okay, then I die cut one of the smaller labels from this bundle, and I'm going to adhere it. But I also want to add some ribbon to this. And I'm going to use some of the scalloped ribbon. This is from the mini catalog. It is the scalloped ribbon. It's in Petal Pink to coordinate with all of this. And what I want to do is tie this around, and I'm going to tie a bow, but don't, like, if you aren't feeling the bows, you can for sure tie a knot and it will be just as pretty, and no one will know. I promise no one will know, because nobody's going to say, well, in the video you watched to make this card tutorial, she tied a bow. They're not going to know unless they like watch my videos, but let's be honest, they're not even going to know. So I'm just going to tie a bow way off to the side over here, like this. And it's just going to be oh so pretty, because that little scalloped edge is just adorable. We'll trim the ends like so. And then we're going to put this panel on here with this cute little die cut piece from our designer series paper. Now I'm going to use the linked, is it linked together, LinkedIn? LinkedIn, no, that's something else. Linked, what is this called? Linked Together, I think. It's a bundle, but I'm using the stamp set. Linked Together. Seriously, Dina. I don't know how I get through the day sometimes. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp the word enjoy right here. And I'm leaving room for my cute little die cut piece, which obviously we're going to pop up. I mean, obviously. And then we're going to pop this whole rectangle up as well onto our card. So this is, I mean, this is a pretty simple design, but wait till you get to the inside, because that's where things get kind of awesome. And by kind of, I mean totally. And oh my gosh, we haven't even put any embellishments on my cards yet. Like, what are we even doing with our time? Seriously. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we need to put embellishments on. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. My sister and I were talking about what would happen to all of our supplies when we go to the great craft store in the sky. Oh, bless your heart. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is just too much. Okay, so anyway, back to our card. I can't wait to tell my husband about that. All right, now on the inside of our card, we're going to take the second die cut piece. And as you can see, I found another beautiful piece. And I'm going to kind of put it off to the edge, because when we put this in here, there is some room for us to kind of scooch it out just a touch. I mean, not like anything wild, but just a little bit like that. And we're also going to stamp on here some coordinating greetings. Okay, so that goes in here like that. And then I'm going to once again use my glue dots, because I just like the little bit of lift that you get from them. And so, you know, usually we don't put dimensionals on the inside of a card, you know, because it gets to be too thick. But we can put some glue dots, all right, like that. Oh, so gorgeous. And then I'm going to use some other sentiments from our stamp set. And I'm going to use some petal pink. So a happy day, and then wishing you in Calypso Coral above, like that. And look at how cute that is. And it's all so easy. That's what I love. Oh my goodness, I love, love, love that part. I just think they did such a great job designing this. Now, let's embellish. Oh my gosh, seriously. Okay, we've got these Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foiled gems, and they are on the retirement list. And I think, I don't like quote me on this, but I think they might be discounted too. But I love them because they will coordinate with these goodies really nicely. So I'm gonna take your pick tool and get some fresh putty coming out. And let's just put a few of these on here. I'm gonna go a little wild. Put a couple on those flowers, and then maybe one more up here. So cute. So cute. Oh, I just love that one. And then back over to this card. I think we should put some of these on, oops, on here. Like that. There we go. Oh, Oh, so much fun. Okay, so there's that. All right. Next up, our final card is really another awesome one. Okay, this time I'm going to start with a crumb cake card base. And I'm going to use a frame, but I'm also going to do something, I think, kind of fancy. So when you've got your frame, you're going to pull the center piece out, right? So the center piece is like this, and it's kind of got this, it's like a photograph of texture, if you will. So it's not actually like you can't feel the texture, but there's texture in here. So I took this piece that would normally be a throwaway piece, right? You wouldn't use this, but it was big enough to die cut this out of the center, which I thought was brilliant. So I die cut that piece out of this. And so we're going to adhere that to our card, or we're going to stamp on it. Okay, so this frame is roughly 3 3/4 by 5. So I just cut down a little piece of 3 3/4 by 5 so that I could put it behind here. And then I have a 4 by 5 1/4 inch layer of our pretty peacock. Okay, so I'm just going to put some adhesive on the frame so we can stick it to the white panel, because originally what I was going to do is just stamp on the white, right? No. That's when I was like, I don't know. I want to do something more with this one, right? Like I wanted something with a little more pizzazz. So then I realized I could die cut that, and how cool is that? Okay. So then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to stamp. Now I was looking for a cool sentiment, and I ran across this stamp set that was on my retiring shelf called Inspiring Snapdragons. I loved this one. We made some really fun cards with this back when it kind of first came out, but I haven't done a lot with it since. And of course, you know me, it looks like it's watercolored, so I love it. But I loved the Wishing You Strength. I thought this was a really great sentiment for a card and would really fit so many different occasions. Work so well for so many people that are going through, a challenging time. So anyway, I'm so worried this is going to be crooked. So we're going to try it on a scrap paper to make sure, because I can't really redo this one, right? Okay, that's straight. Awesome. Just sometimes you got to double check. Okay, so Wishing You Strength right in here. This is like a stamp of faith. Oh, fabulous. All right. So I'm going to adhere that to the center of this. Let's adhere these two panels too. Okay. Then I'm going to adhere this. Well, yeah. I'm going to take some of my, this is funny. I always, you guys will laugh at this probably. I have Baker's Twine Essentials. Like I have like four of these open, because I always end up with extra of the crumb cake. And the reason is because I often will take linen thread instead of crumb cake Baker's Twine, because, we've got linen thread and it's such a good color to use. So I wanted to use some of this excess that I have on here. So I'm just going to wrap this around my card. Let's see, a few times. I'm doing this wrong though. I'm going to start where I'm leaving like maybe a 6-ish inch tail. then I'm going to wrap this around 1, 2, 3 times because we've got plenty of this stuff. We got to use it. And then I will trim because I should have plenty to do a bow. Now, if you don't want to do a bow, that's okay. You just tie a knot. No one will know. Like I said, no one will know. And we're going to tie this bow kind of right about there. Let's just double check because that's where our die cut piece will be, kind of on the edge of the frame itself. And then we can add our pretty piece. Let's stick that on our card. And of course, as has been with all of these projects, we're going to rock the inside of this bad boy. Because we can. Okay. And I kind of like when we put the like the ribbon, or in this case baker's twine, around the layer so that it doesn't show on the inside of your card. It just is a little neater. Sometimes you kind of can't really avoid that, but when you can, it's nice to be able to. All right, we'll pop up our label. Again, this is from the Textured Notes dies, which are an online exclusive on our website, which I love, and you can get with free shipping Wednesday through Friday of this week. So yay for that. I hope you're working on your wish lists. Okay, Megan asks, one sec, let me put this on straight and then I will read your question. What is the difference between linen thread and baker's twine? So the baker's twine essentials comes with, let's see, there's white somewhere. That's the color I use a ton of. I don't have any in here. It comes with white as well. White, kind of a grayish color. I would say it's kind of like gray granite, black, vanilla, and crumb cake. And then we have, so I use the crumb cake on this card. Then we also have linen thread, which has a little bit, it's a teeny bit lighter. You know, if you were to hold it side by side, it's a teeny bit lighter, and it's more of just kind of a neutral color, whereas this actually coordinates with our crumb cake cardstock. This is just kind of a neutral thread. Linen is a good name for it. I mean, when I think about it, it's a very good name. So it's just a teeny bit lighter in color, but they're very similar. So you can see why I often reach for this, because it comes on its own. You know, it comes all by itself, whereas this comes in a pack of 5 rolls. But I use so much of these, you guys. As you can see, there's a couple empties. I go through, black is probably the one I use the most, black and white. And especially during the holidays, I use a lot of vanilla. But this crumb cake is the one that I always seem to have leftovers of because of the linen thread. So that's the big difference, is it's just a hair lighter, and it is a little different material. You know, like this, I don't know if it's actually made of linen, if that's why they call it linen thread, or if it just looks like, you know, like raw linen. But it is a little bit different makeup, whereas I'm sure this is cottonish, potentially. Oh no, polyester, but it looks like cotton. I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. All right. So we've got this on here, and this is this really pretty kind of, I don't know, leafy design. So I'm going to put a little leafy die cut on here, and we're just going to pop this up to decorate. Like so. So pretty. And then we can add our little gems. I'm going to once again use these pretty peacock. How did I lose my thingy? We'll don't worry, I have another. I literally lost my my other take your pick tool, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, so I love adding these little dots because I think it just adds such a nice little touch to your card. Then on the inside, now there's really a couple of ways you can go. You can do so sorry, and you know that's really good for maybe a loss or you know some kind of tragedy that's happened, or inspired by you kind of flips the switch on it, like I'm so wishing you strength, but I'm inspired by you. So I really like both of those options, and you can really do either one on the inside of your card. So I think I'm gonna do so sorry. So I actually spoke to, this is kind of a sad situation, but one of the gals on my team, she lost her brother recently, and her sister's not doing well, probably going into hospice in the next few days. And she was saying she just can't stamp right now, and just was really sad. And so I think this is a good card for her. Okay, so sorry. And then you can see I've got this pretty little corner piece that coordinates so nicely with the leafy design. So let's put that on the inside of our card. And there we go. And once again, we'll use the glue dots because they just give a little lift, and I love that. And they're easy. Glue dots are just so great for sticking die cut type pieces onto a card. Okay, and I love this corner too because it can go in any direction on your card as well. And we'll just place it on there like so. And there you go. Another really simple, easy to make card. I mean, this really is so great for just adding sentiments. So you can do so many different things, just looking at the sentiment you need, and then you can kind of build a card around it, literally. So let me show you the projects we made today. So our first card was our fun fold. This is for the April Stamping with the Creativity Cave card challenge. Our second card was this one, and our third card was this one. I just love that they all have fun insides. Now I will post all of these to my blog for you tomorrow. Don't forget we have free shipping happening for 3 days. That is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. We also have a new catalog launch party, or I'm sorry, a new product launch party. I'm calling it the April 2025 new product launch party. It's 2 fabulous weeks of awesomeness. You can get registered. There's a link in the description of this video. The cost is only $18, and that includes a lovely little treat sent to you. We also have just so much fun stuff planned over those 2 weeks. I can't wait for you to see everything. I'll be posting the schedule here probably later this week. We were just finalizing a couple of details on the schedule. I also have Designer Series paper shares that you can get registered for. Link in the description of this video. The Everyday Arches class is going to come out next week. If you would like to get one of those class packets, you can get registered. If you are a Stamp Happy Academy subscriber, the PDF will be posted to the website on Friday. And then of course I have just a few spots left for the watercolor retreat happening in June, and we would love to have you join us for an unforgettable weekend of awesomeness. Let's see, what stamps set were used for the sentiments. So this one is this Inspired Snapdragons, this one is Simply Said, and this one is Linked Together. Not LinkedIn, that's something else. I will have all of the supplies linked to that I used today on my blog tomorrow. So you can check all of that out. And then I usually throw kind of the important ones in the description of this video after the fact as well. So anyway, if you'd like to get any of the supplies for this, I would so be grateful for your purchase. That really helps me continue to bring awesome videos like this to you each week. Also watch for another video coming out later this week. It's going to be fun. That's all I think I'll say about that for right now. But I believe it will be out on Wednesday. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go relax. I will see you soon. There you go. I'll see you right back here next week too. So I will be live next Monday. All right, friends, have a great rest of your week.